Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Study Byte. In this video we are going to learn about hierarchical clustering. In the previous video I have already discussed about partitioning clustering. If you guys wanted to learn that, then please check that video. So now let us start the video without any delay. First of all, let us have the basic idea of hierarchical clustering, and after having basic idea we will be studying these points, okay? Hierarchical clustering is a type of clustering technique that builds a tree-like structure of clusters, and that is also called as hierarchy. Here, that tree-like structure is nothing but a dendrogram. Dendrogram consists of a sequence of splitting and merging of data. Oh, understood? And it basically shows how data points are grouped step by step at different levels. And if we discuss about the cool thing about hierarchical clustering is it does not require the value of k in advance, but we required value in advance in k-means technique, right? In hierarchical clustering we no need to have k value in advance. Understood? The hierarchical clustering works very well for small data sets. Now let us discuss about these points. First of all, hierarchical clustering is a clustering technique that builds a hierarchy of structures. Here hierarchy means tree structure. I have told you, right? Tree structure is nothing but dendrogram. Dendrogram means sequence of splitting and merging of data is nothing but a dendrogram, and it shows how data points are grouped at different levels using a structure called dendrogram. I've told, right, dendrogram, and it does not require the value of k before clustering, and it works well for small data sets. I think you have got idea about these points. Now in hierarchical clustering we have two types. Those are agglomerative clustering and divisive clustering. So let's discuss about agglomerative clustering first. Agglomerative clustering is a type of hierarchical clustering. This is a bottom-up approach, which means here we start with an individual data point and then gradually merge them. See, in this diagram we will be understanding about agglomerative clustering. Here we first started with individual data points, and after, see here the arrow mark is facing towards upwards, towards up, which means this shows bottom-up approach. First we will be having different data points. Here I have taken 5 data points A, B, C, D and E, and first A and B is merged and formed into one cluster, that is AB, and similarly here C and D is merged and formed into one cluster, CD, and later E has only one data point, so E is mixed with CD. Similarly we will be getting A, B, C, D, E. That means here we are starting with different data points, and finally we will be having one cluster. That is nothing but as agglomerative clustering. Here I have written how it works in simple steps. Let us look into it. First of all, it treats each data point as a separate cluster. Each data point is treated as a separate cluster. And the second point is calculate the distance between all clusters. And after calculating we will be merging the two closest clusters. Like in this diagram, if we calculate the distance between A and B, here the distance between A and B is closer, so that we have merged A and B. Understood? And after merging we will update the distance matrix, and by repeating this process until only one bigger cluster remains. By using and at last by using these sequences we will be drawing a dendrogram. Sorry, we will be drawing a dendrogram. Dendrogram is nothing but a tree, right? See, think of A and B. We have merged A and B, and we have merged C and D, and step by step all points come together and formed one single cluster. Understood? This is about agglomerative clustering. And moving on to the next one, divisive clustering. Now let's understand about divisive clustering. Divisive clustering is a top-down approach, which means here in agglomerative we have seen arrow marks towards upright. Here the arrow marks are facing towards down, which means divisive is a top-down approach. First we will be taking all data points into one single cluster. We have taken one single cluster and we will be dividing that single cluster into separate clusters. We will be splitting the clusters until it reaches the single data points. Here A, B, C, D, E is one cluster, and we have divided it into A, B and C, D, E after A and B, and here A and B are single data points, so we have not divided it further. Similarly C, D, E, here we have divided C, D and E, and we have further divided C and D but not E. Understood? Here one cluster is splitted until we reach single data points. Understood? This is about divisive clustering. Now let us know how it works. First of all, we will be putting all data points into one single cluster, and we will be calculating distances and finding most dissimilar points. After finding it, we will be splitting the cluster into two small clusters, and by repeating splitting for further subclusters, we will be getting all single data points. And after that, we will be constructing dendrogram like this. Dendrogram is nothing but this tree-like structure. That is about divisive clustering. In this video, we have learnt about hierarchical clustering, agglomerative clustering, and divisive clustering. In the next video, we are going to discuss about density-based clustering. That's all for today's video. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Study Byte. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.